Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for another update video. It's been quite hectic on the channel as of late, pretty much this entire year, with Kingdom Hearts Final Mix wrapping up, finishing off Final Fantasy VI once again with the GBA exclusive content that's available on iOS and PC, the Spyro Reignited trilogies. Physical copies only have 1/3 of the trilogy on it, being the first game. The other two need to be downloaded as a patch, which is dumb. And yeah, both Undertale, Freedom Planet are coming to the Switch in the few upcoming months, mostly probably September, because Undertale's 3rd anniversary is on the 15th of September. Freedom Planet's unconfirmed, and well, we had 3 Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers at E3. So that was quite a lot of things that happened during that time, and we still got a few things to cover about upcoming stuff on the channel, as well as stuff we just finished. So let's just take a deep dive and get straight into it, because I don't want to waste any time. This is going to be swift and concise. First of all, I want to announce that we're making the Discord permanently accessible on the channel, either on the channel's front banner page, or it'll be in every video description below. It won't be on end cards for obvious reasons. I used to give out invites randomly. That's not happening anymore. It's just going to be permanently accessible, even though I may post that one link here or there or everywhere. Exclusive chats and bonuses are still tied to Patreon via $1 alongside all the bonuses, like getting first pick, having access to certain chats on the Discord itself, seeing parts of future projects early or never before seen videos in general, and get glimpses to unseen or unused project resources that never saw the light of day, never got used, and is just not included on the Facebook archives. So on the Discord we have a diverse set of chats where you can just meme it out, ask questions, discuss the latest news, or, you know, just hang out, request projects, anything of the sort. Keep up to date on what's happening on the channel or in my friends' personal lives that we want to talk about, or any debates that are going on. Literally anything. If you want to ask a question, go right ahead, we'll answer. We can just hang out and have a good time. We've also got 40 custom emojis based off the channel and certain events on the channel, like the Chaos Editions, the Pokemon Nuzlocks, One Shot, Undertale, anything like that. So we've got loads of different just based off of memes on the channel as well, actually. It's just, we got a bunch of emojis that are just fun to use. Everyone's having fun. It's a nice little community we got going on, and making it just public for everyone will make it expand a bit more. And like I said, there are exclusive stuff to Patreon. I've talked about Patreon already. You can pledge, it's not required, but you do get a specific role for bonuses. And, you know, there is also that download for South Park's The Stick of Truth for PS4, excuse me, that will be sent to you or to a random person once $10 have been reached. Time for some gaming related stuff that's coming up to the channel soon, or just in general. Undertale is getting a physical copy, a download copy, which will be cheaper obviously, but then there's the more expensive collector's edition, which is similar to the one that you got for PS Vita or PS4 for the 2nd anniversary, for the 3rd anniversary, which is the 15th of September, but only in Japan. So that's kind of a little bit of an annoyance, because the worldwide release date hasn't been announced, but hopefully it'll be the 3rd, because that would make the most sense. I'll be celebrating the 3rd anniversary with a few videos, depending if there's any new content like there was for the PS4 or PS Vita versions during the 2nd anniversary. And I'm also be doing something special for all the voice actors that, you know, helped us voice the project that we did, link in the card, 1 year ago, well, 2 years ago, excuse me, on the 1st anniversary of Undertale's release. And, yeah, the little special thing I won't talk about right now, in case I am or am not allowed to record it, but I'll go into more detail then. But it's my little way of just saying thank you to all the people, all the voice actors. They already know what it is, but they haven't actually seen them physically, so that would be cool. Now here's the thing, as soon as I finished the Final Fantasy VI GBA exclusive content on the PC version, or iOS version, whatever you want to call it, basically anything beyond GBA, the last DLC for South Park Fractured But Whole was released, Bring the Crunch, like a campfire adventure kind of thing, a camping trip or whatever. I don't know much about it. All the DLC is going to be blind, effectively. I've only seen the trailers like once or twice. That's literally it. Just like in the main game, it's going to be blind, so look forward to that. We will be returning to South Park Fractured soon, but after we start the next project, which I'll get into in a bit. Also, the prequel of South Park Fractured But Whole, The Stick of Truth, is coming to Switch at some unknown date as a download-only game, similar to how when you brought South Park Fractured But Whole for PC or PS4 or Xbox One, you got a download code, which is what I'm giving away on Patreon, by the way, for the PS4. You would get a download copy for Stick of Truth for that very console, so you get both of them. The Switch version obviously didn't have that. The game came out single, like on its own, and that was technically also a portable version. It's why a slight little extension on the price. Maybe it's also because it's a cartridge, so it's more expensive than a disc, but regardless, we're now going to be able to download South Park, Stick of Truth, and possibly all the DLC included, which is just cosmetic swaps, like additional equipment and stuff, which I've already covered, for the Switch. So that's pretty cool as well. So you'll be able to have both games on one console now, which is now the Switch. Okay, the big announcement, as I've pretty much already announced in a previous update video, our next project that I've mentioned many times and have shared many fan art on Twitter is the Hat in Time, a true 100% walkthrough. I absolutely love this game, and the community has the mods that people have made for it on the PC, the official artwork, the fan art, the soundtrack, the collector's edition. It's crazy. The merchandise, holy crap, the merchandise. You know, I've ordered the box, so we're going to have an unboxing of that at some point. So I finally caved and had to get it. Seriously, I needed the manual physically. So the game's not physical. There's no physical copy. It just gives you an N64 cardboard cutout. But I might make a little funny skit with that. I don't know. And the code might be given away. Could be a thing. Might do that for either Discord or Patreon, who knows. But we're going to go for everything, which is what I mean by a true 100% walkthrough. The game only counts 100% as all the 40 timepieces, so just getting pretty much all levels complete will give you the 100%, but I'm going for true 100%, which means all of the yarn, relics, rift tokens, hats, and all 28 achievements, including the free PC mod exclusive achievements, which will be probably dedicating a separate series to, which I'll get into in just a moment. The PC and console versions have different collectibles. There's slight minute differences, but I'll cover them as we go. The PC version obviously has mods available, so we'll be doing a special series after we beat the game, which will be pretty much like a showcase covering different mods in order to build up to that limit of getting 30 timepieces in mods, which translates to 30 mod rift tokens, which will give us the final achievement. So, and then we'll segue back to the main Let's Play for that final showcase to go for the achievement. So that, well, it should cap off about 20 parts, as well as I planned it for the main game, and 29 parts also, depending on how long or short the levels are, for the showcases. And that will probably be going on whenever, because people are always making mods. I just love it. It's just so good, and I can't wait to cover it, and I can't wait for you guys to see how I present the Let's Play. Recently, I got a 3DS capture kit, and I've already done a test video to mess about with how every game looks. And I have a brand new sub-series that is in the works at the moment, and we've already had the first episode, which wasn't actually an episode, but it kind of became something. Pokemon Battle Bash. This will be a series where I just battle with my mates with their teams on any game that we either cover, or either with like Gen 1 with Stadium, Gen 1 with Gen 2, or through the 3DS Virtual Console itself. Or it could even be Gen 3 through Pokemon Colosseum or XD, or, you know, just by hooking up the Game Boy player, because that is pretty much a Game Boy right there. And of course, Gen 4 with Pokemon Battle Revolution, all through the hardware, and then Gen 5, 6, and 7, all through the 3DS. So we can cover pretty much all the Pokemon games, so there's literally no shortage on how many battles we can do with how many people and how many rounds there are going to be with certain teams. So this is perfect for testing out how to lay out the 3DS footage, because there's a 2-screen layout. I need to learn how to like display it in a nice decent way, and it will be updated whenever, since, you know, I have to actually meet up with my friends in order to battle. This could even be done online if necessary, because I can capture the footage myself and do it online and capture their commentary through Discord or something. I do have one-off showcase videos of certain games that are coming soon, or will be out at the time I release the video, because indie developers have actually been reaching out to me, and this is kind of mind-blowing, because I'm just flicking through my emails and all of a sudden there's an offer for like a download code for Steam, and I'm just like, what? This has never happened to me before, and this is like a big thing. And not only do I like agree for the code, but I feel like I have to actually show off the video, the game in a video, and talk about it and show my first experiences with it, just fresh out of the box, or, you know, immediately downloaded. Now, of course, these are early access versions of the game. If you guys want to see more, let me know, comment, let me just give it a like or something, some form of feedback, so if you guys want to see more after the game comes out and the videos come out, because they've all embargoed. I'm not going to drop any game names, I'm not going to drop any developer names. When the videos come out, you will know, and if they've been delayed and there's some inconsistency with the commentary, please be aware of that. And of course, if you guys want to see more, I might even do them as live streams, so we'll find out on what happens with that as we get to them. The Spyro Reignited trilogy will happen once I get it shortly after release. I'll be doing all three, one after another, as I've already stated, and considering that Hat in Time won't take longer than a month, or shouldn't take any longer than a month, we'll have a little bit of downtime before we actually get to Spyro. Going back to the 3DS capture kit, since I now have the ability to record the 3DS, there was a lot more stuff that I can now actually cover, like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the remake of Luigi's Mansion coming up soon, and of course, you know, other stuff like Kingdom Crystal Rising, anything on the DSi, anything on the Virtual Console, anything. Even on the DS, like Kingdom Hearts 3 for 2 days. We can cover that now because you've only got the movie on PS4. But might use those for higher quality cutscenes. Not entirely too sure. However, with the ability to record the new 3DS, I have begun planning a game that, or begun planning to cover a game that I've been getting requests for a while now. But in the meantime, I've already got ready for Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on the GBA for 100% route, and the reason being is because an additional side quest, as well as an extra dungeon that is tied to progression in the other game of the cartridge, Four Swords. And when it comes to the bonus content of Four Swords Anniversary, we can now cover them because it's exclusive and, you know, you can't download it anymore. And I actually have it, and I have it on here. Thing is, however, is that if I wanted to cover it beforehand, I couldn't because it's not compatible on certain emulators at the moment. Because you have to have a special DSiWare emulator in order to emulate DSiWare. Then you got to somehow get the ROM in order to, you know, play the game. And even then, Four Swords Anniversary don't work. So it's a limited download that you can't download anymore, and it was originally free. Why doesn't Nintendo not put a price on it? I have no clue. But now that we actually have the 3DS, having a small segment that is purely 3DS content only, that is going to be pretty meaty, within a major project of the channel, will probably be a nice introductory way to solidify how I'm going to handle 3DS footage, or DS footage in this case, because it's DSiWare, so 4x3, and right before we move on to Majora's Mask, which is the game I am currently planning. You guys have been requesting it, I'm now planning. I also plan on remaking older videos that I've made on the 3DS, but obviously that's just a camera being pointed at it and it's not the best quality, plus it's all movie and whatnot, and they're like 5 to 6 years old. Some of these videos will be like the Ocarina of Time 3D changes, as well as a few others, but other videos like what was done on my final Wi-Fi matches obviously cannot be done due to obvious reasons like the online service itself being defunct. But when we do want to cover those games, like Pokemon for example, that'll be in Pokemon Battle Bash, so kind of fills in the void. Currently we've got Pikmin 2 Kaizo Edition going on right now as our new Chaos Edition sub-series that just goes up whenever. Haven't gone back to it recently. We might decide to continue it as live streams only, mainly because they're pretty meaty and I'm sitting here for 2 hours a pop. Probably be a lot better if I did as live streams, get like some feedback along the way, like ideas and stuff with a chat on screen. Maybe, not too sure, it might evolve into doing that, and since everything's being recorded on the same screen, because, you know, the emulator as well as my webcam are recorded all in the one program, it'll be a lot easier to, it will still be easy enough to edit while we still have the additional content being, you know, with the live stream. So I might be planning on going back to that as a live stream, not entirely too sure. That's up in the air for now. Finally, I will be, or would have already had been, live streaming Freedom Planet in preparation for a Versus with the Super LP Heroes that is going to be taking place on September 1st, but that's only recording, that's not live or anything. I don't know when the videos will come out, but when they do, I will share them on social media and have a playlist to support that. I've already covered the game already, and the race takes place on Lilac Story, Classic Mode on Easy, and Easy Mode gives you like regenerative health, the bosses are weaker, and in Classic Mode the cutscenes are just completely outright skipped and there's hardly any voice acting. Kind of similar to how the old classic Sonic games kind of play out, including Sonic Mania. The things just happen, there's no voice, and it just gives you a general gist of what's happening. It doesn't go in depth, that's what the adventure mode is for. I like all that, but in the purpose of a race, it makes sense. And like I said, once they come out, that they will be posted on the channel in a playlist. I have no jurisdiction over when they get edited or rendered. That's the Super LP Heroes job. And with that, guys, that is all I wanted to discuss. I know it's been rapid fire, but I wanted to keep this quick and concise, because I tend to blabber on a bit and these videos tend to drag on quite a long while. When I didn't really want to do that, I wanted to keep it nice, short, concise, plus that also makes it easier for editing and gets the point across very quickly. It's been a very busy year, and it just keeps building. Seriously, since we started, I've pretty much hardly had any breaks, and even then, work and personal life and such, it's ridiculous. We're still going on Pokemon Go, catching legends now, that's picked up since trading. And despite what happens with anything, I want to thank you guys for the support over the years, and Patreon is there. I'll say it. And despite what happens, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me over the years, and Patreon is there for those who want to either give or want extra. It's just there, so if anybody wants to pledge, they can. I keep on top of this channel because I enjoy it. It is a hobby, but one I love doing. I love editing videos, and it's probably like one of my favourite pastimes. That's why I've never stopped so far. And if you guys have any ideas for challenges or other projects, let me know and I may act upon them once things calm down a bit, so we all mellow out, go back to a flat line. It always keeps seeming to build so many ideas. Every time I want to say I just want to focus on the one thing, multiple things happen, and it's ridiculous. And then like Pokemon Go explodes, and then I've got like a bunch of videos to do with when it comes to updates and just catching legends or fighting raids and stuff. It's ridiculous. And with that, there's nothing else much to talk about. So with that, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my social medias, the Patreon, the Discord, link in the description below. As I've said before, it is now available all the time. There is no limit on that link in the descriptions from here on onwards. And with that, guys, I'll see you guys next time for anything that we do on the channel. Hope you guys look forward to what's coming up soon. I will see you guys then.